Hello my dears, hope you're having a fantabulous day. My name is Jem and this is Food Drinks Life. So today, what I want to talk to you about is making fresh French fries. It's not that hard and you can do it from just a humble potato. This is a rust potato. It is qualified by its high starch content, which will make it so we have a nice crispy crunchy outside and a fluffy inside. I didn't think of a second adjective for that one, sorry. This is a method taught by J. Kenji Lopez Alt in his book The Food Lab. I'm going to leave that book in the description down below. It's great, I love it, and apparently it's a favorite of both mine and Binging with Babish. So, if that is any indicator for you. So, with that, let's get started with these potatoes. So as you can see here, I have a pot of water. It's a pot of water. And what we're going to do is just take the potatoes, put them in the water, and we are going to get these potatoes up to boiling and let them boil for about 10 minutes. So the fork should meet a bit of resistance when you poke it, but it shouldn't be rock solid basically to poke through. Alright, so we're back. I have the potatoes here. They're cooling off a little bit so I can actually handle them. And over here in my mortar and pestle, I have my salt here and some pepper. And what I'm just doing is I'm just fresh cracking both of them. I used a 1-to-3 ratio. No, excuse me, 1-to-4 ratio. So, just grind that up a little bit. I'd say that's about good. And then in this other bowl, a little bowl here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a ½ teaspoon of salt here and mix it with a tablespoon of curry powder. This curry powder here I had gotten from a local Asian mart. You can usually get them pretty cheap. If not, you can get them online as well, and sometimes you can get them in your regular grocery stores, but usually not in this quantity. I'm just going to give that a little mix. This is already pretty well mixed. Okay. So when it comes to cutting your potatoes, you have two options. You can get one of these. I actually found this one at a thrift shop. It's just a potato slicer. You stick it in there, you clamp down, and it spits out the little potato pieces over here. It's really easy to use, but it's an extra contraption, so. Or, you can use a knife. Just a standard chef's knife. Whichever you have and what works for you is what works. But we're going to cut them to, I want to say 1/8 of an inch. About 1/4 of an inch. I pulled out my ruler to match the little squares here. So we're going to cut these in 1/4 inch sticks here. I'm just going to show you on a regular potato. Oh, and I should also show you, this is what we're looking for in the potatoes. As you can see, it goes in, as you can see, it goes in pretty easily, but it starts to meet some resistance right about here. You don't want your potatoes to be fully cooked. We're going to finish up the cooking in the oven when we crisp them up. So, these are still pretty hot too, so be careful, watch your fingers. So I'd say right there is a pretty good fry shape. So we're going to do that to the rest of the potato here. Okay, so pretty easily we have some 1/4 inch sticks here that will do great for frying, and if you feel them, they're really sticky. We want that to happen because that's what's going to cause the fries to get really crispy on the outside. So I'm going to take these, kind of put them off to the side here. And since I don't have to cut every single one with a knife, I'm not going to, I'm going to use this contraption here. Okay, so let's cut up the rest of these potatoes here. So as you can see with this one here, I'm going to kind of scooch this, give you a side view. You just push it down. And there you go. Potatoes, all cut up. The only bad thing I feel like is a part of these is if you wanted skin on French fries, all the skins have a tendency of falling off. You can see in there, it's kind of a weird angle, but it makes it a lot quicker. And if you don't care about the skins, you have less skins. So put all those over there. Okay, so let's remove this. This is gonna look pretty ugly, but I promise you it's fine. So right here we have a whole lot of potatoes, the outsides of the potatoes, because you're not hand cutting them. Some of them got a little bit demolished, but they're fine. They look ugly, it's just the outsides. The insides are fine, and as you can see, they're super sticky, and that's going to be great, like I said, for making that crust, and also when we use our seasonings to make it so that they stick better. Not really good for eating right now, though. Alright, so here we have two kind of aluminum pans on the same pan. I did that because I had the two different flavorings. I have the curry powder and I have the salt and pepper here, so I wanted to make sure they stayed separate. If you're going to just do one, feel free to just have one sheet across the entire pan, or have no sheets of aluminum at all. So what we're going to do, we're going to spray these with a little bit of oil. Helps us out a little bit here. We're going to take the potatoes and spread them out. Okay, so we got that there. Just gonna take a little bit of the oil. I have about a half cup here. I have some oil left over, and we're just going to sprinkle on the salt and pepper. Don't be afraid to really coat these. And on the other side, we'll do the curry powder. If you don't want to get your hands dirty, feel free to use a spatula. Spread them out again. And we will stick these in the oven. The oven currently is set to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and about every 5 minutes I'll take them out and rotate them. Okay, so about a half an hour has passed, and you can see that I have very crispy fries here. See, the outside is pretty darn crisp, and you break it open and you have that nice pillowy insert. So good. And you have on this side, we have the curried fries. Again, nice and crispy on the outside. Whew, fell apart. Soft and pillowy on the inside. Very good. As you can tell, they shrunk a little bit, and I was taste testing a little bit. Taste testing, I promise. So I think that's about it for today. If you liked today's video, be sure to leave a like on this video, and in the comments down below, make sure that you let me know what you want to see me do next. I've been making these videos with varying levels of success, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to make sure that you are one of the first to hear about my videos. So with that, cheers dears! Bye! Ooh, my nails look nice!